blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley
and 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game. And that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Carolina.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The ball carrier.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the 30 on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
McCaffrey on the carry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it's third down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Now Brown. Oh, good move. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Pride, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Slide.
A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The tackle by Brian Burns.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Bridgewater now from the 50. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Quick slant to Brown. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Brady to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And
It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
He's brought down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Brady. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Panthers 21. The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the and now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All day, every day, any day.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.